What is up, fam? Last episode on the BabexPete Story, we talked a bit about burnout, how we were reevaluating our content a little bit to kind of figure out what direction we wanted to go and how to incorporate more of who we are and what we're interested in into our content.
So this episode is a few days late.
A little bit. Sorry.
Honestly, guys, like things have just been so crazy. If you're in our Discord or have like been through stream, you know, we've talked a little bit about how there's a lot of family stuff going on right now. I promise that I think it's almost settled and we should be able to get back to like actually what we want to do instead of kind of feeling drained and, you know, like mentally and physically kind of exhausted by it all. But family's important and we got to make sure we take care of our family. So that's kind of where we've been at and why this is late and why we missed some streams and stuff. But I will say we're super excited about some things. One, we got our new audio setup. How's it sound?
Great.
Good?
Right. Right.
And two, you know, we talked a little bit about burnout. There is a game coming out in the next week or so that we're super excited about.
Impact.
Called Genshin Impact. And I'm kind of hoping that that's going to pull us through a little bit to Beyond Light. And yeah, mega excited.
It's pretty soon. It's a while. I mean, a week is a while.
A week is a long time, guys, when you don't know what you're going to play stream to stream. Like,
we're figuring it out.
Honestly, that's where I'm personally at right now. I don't really know what to do in Destiny apart from like, you know, custom games and stuff. I will say that something that we've wanted to do for a long time is do like community scrims.
We're doing it.
A really long time ago, like, oh, hi Petra.
Enter cat.
A really long time ago when we were back on Twitch originally, like Destiny 1. We did a thing for a few episodes, let's say, called Squad School.
Yeah.
And we were basically like talking about builds and, you know, how to get better on certain characters. We kind of were breaking things down. So the cat stopped the recording. So here we are.
We're back.
So I was saying Squad School, and we were kind of breaking things down and talking about builds and different things. And that's something that I think we've always really been interested in. I know Pete more so than me. The way that, you know, the way that different things work together. And
there's a lot of really cool interactions in Destiny.
Yeah, there are. Those. So we're going to be doing community scrims. The plan is to do them every other Monday evening. And
first one.
The first one is going to be tomorrow, which will be Monday, September 21st. And you know, the plan is to have some like friendly scrims with people in the community where everybody can kind of try to work to be better. And we're like excited about that because that's something that we've always enjoyed in Destiny. One is working on being better ourselves, but two, kind of helping other people be better in PvP. So
we can grow together.
Yeah. So I'm like super excited about that. I think it's going to be really good. We've also started to incorporate more games with friends. We started something on Saturday evenings called the Squad After Dark. I don't know if that name's going to stick or not. But, you know, we just play different games with friends, and that's been really fun. That's something that we've always loved about gaming. So I feel like, you know, we were talking about how we were reevaluating our content, kind of trying to figure out the direction we want to go into. We've really, like, taken a step back and looked at the things that we've enjoyed in gaming for long periods of time, like since the beginning, and then trying to like incorporate that into our content.
Yeah, doing our best, especially when there's not a whole lot that we want to play at the moment. Yeah. So it's as much as we just talked about how we've restructured in the direction of what we want to play, we also are unsure.
Yes.
But
yeah,
we're getting there. Little tweaks here and there hopefully will result in some good stuff later on. The other thing that we've been working on is just creating conversations.
Yes.
With ourselves and engaging the audience. Or regardless, even if the audience doesn't want to, whether you guys don't want to talk about it, we can just talk about it amongst ourselves.
So it's like Yeah, creating engaging conversation, whether the audience actually wants to get engaged
Yeah.
or it's
I
just
did
kind of
not
them like
say that properly.
listening, but being engaged by listening, right? Whether they have to get involved or not, or they want to get involved or not, I should
Like,
say.
it gives us an opportunity to kind of express things that we enjoy talking about.
Yep.
And we literally had to put a list together because our brains are not that great.
There's always like I'll be, I have a shower thought and I'm like, oh, this would be really cool to talk about. I really dig it, whatever, and then it's gone if I don't write it down. I need what's that thing that Buddy and Harry Potter has? Dumbledore. He pulls his memories out and puts them in a bin.
What is it called? Yeah. And they're like little silver things.
I feel like I need something like that. So it is easier for us to create conversation when there's two of us because we can always talk to each other. It is a lot harder to create a conversation with yourself that you can, where you can pretty much be like, hey, chat, blah, 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 blah. And then like continue to talk about it yourself for the next like 5 minutes if nobody is answering or responding and there's no conversation between you and somebody else. So that's something that we're both working on. Me so more than Pete, I think, because I stream alone more than you do. Yep. You just don't have the opportunity as much. But that's something that I'm really trying to improve on during the day and during the morning. Because I just feel like we need to be one step better. We always need to be better than we are today.
Yep.
And I really feel like that's one of the areas that I can really improve. And that we can really improve.
At the end of the day, I was just thinking about this now, actually, because TV had a really good point. True Vanguard had a really good point on a recent podcast talking about the power of, is actually in reference to mid-roll ads, but the real power of live streaming is those magic moments.
Yes.
Right? It's those moments where your audience feels like they're a part of something. And the thing is, you can't create those all the time.
Yep.
However, we can do our best to provide value when that isn't happening. And that's kind of what we're talking about right now, which is increasing the value of what our stream is in between those moments, which are mainly going to be organic, right? Those are going to be those magic moments where things happen in a manner that brings us all together in shared experience, right? So that's kind of that's a kind of a cool way to look at what we're doing with this kind of stuff, is trying to increase the value of what we have to offer you guys overall. So we're working on it.
So we've also really been trying to look at how we can utilize other platforms to help grow our stream. Like we've been on Twitch now since about April. March or April, somewhere around there. It was like right before the whole Mixer collapse, right? And it's a different beast than it was when we left. Obviously.
Very much so.
Obviously, right?
Because that was years ago.
But that was
right?
because that was years ago. And on Mixer, we've talked about how our time on Mixer was 100% not wasted. Like we learned a lot about ourselves. We learned a lot about making better content. We learned a lot. But on Mixer, we didn't really have to worry about discoverability. Our biggest discoverability, I guess, like worry was the fact that the platform itself wasn't as big as other options, right?
Yeah, I guess like our main focus, I would say focus, even though there wasn't a whole lot we could do, was the discoverability of Mixer itself.
Yes.
And how many new people were actually going to check out Mixer. Whereas on Twitch, discoverability on the platform itself is pretty tough. There's not a whole lot of organic growth that you can find from Twitch. So like Babe said, we're trying to utilize other platforms which do have good discoverability, mainly because of certain search algorithms, because of the way they work.
Yes.
For example, we're looking at possibly starting to use TikTok. We have some ideas, but we don't want to start until we have like some videos lined up.
I would like I definitely would like a solid amount of videos, like
at least like 10.
Yeah, like
6 to 10.
either pre-made or at least like ideas and half of it done already.
Yep.
So that it's consistent, because with a lot of this stuff, if you don't have consistency in when the content's coming out and how often you're creating things, the algorithm doesn't really pick up your stuff as much. Same thing with YouTube. I have 10 YouTube scripts written right now, and probably another like 15 to 20 ideas for scripts I want to write. And then I want to, make a good chunk of those videos and have them ready to upload before I really kind of start to do that.
And then Instagram seems like a good one as well. I feel like we have, Babe was pointing out, we have a good amount of discoverability on there.
So I've been, on Instagram, I'd say I was really bad at not using hashtags. And
you want to be like the 5 hashtags. Well, I mean, there's a balance.
Instagram is more for using hashtags, right? Like on Twitter, you don't want to use 500 hashtags. On Instagram, I feel like it's actually acceptable.
Well, that's kind of like the way TikTok works as well.
Yeah.
Is you literally search by hashtag when you go to your Discover, and you want to find stuff that's not just the feed that it gives you. It sorts literally by popular hashtags.
Yes.
So there's a way to use them.
I've been trying to do that. I've also actually been trying to make thumbnails for Instagram. So like I learned that the first frame of your video, for example, is what shows up on your Instagram like page. So I've been trying to make that a little bit cleaner, make it a little bit more like, oh, what's that? For people that may land on our page, versus like people that just are already following us and see it in their feed. So that's been something we've been working on. And I think the biggest thing that we've been working on is, I felt like before, like we take our clips and I put them in a stream highlights video and I put it up on YouTube. I was like, I didn't want to reuse that, like those clips and that content elsewhere. I don't know why. Because the people that are watching our YouTube videos aren't necessarily the people that are on Instagram or on Twitter or like whatever, right? Like we have different people everywhere. And a lot of them are on more than one. But there are a lot of people that aren't. And so I started to put out more regular like clips and videos and stuff on social media.
And I think this is great too, because thinking back, or thinking about how even I consume content and how I see other people consume content, clips, little, short, like under 30-second clips are huge, because it doesn't take a lot of commitment for someone to watch. They don't have to watch like a 2, 3, 4, 10-minute YouTube video.
Yep.
You can distribute it through various social medias. Do you have all the social medias? And it gives a good, especially stream clips. It gives you a good idea of who those people are, what they're capable of.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody will retweet it or share it, and it'll end up,
you never know,
with somebody who's never seen our content before, and we make them laugh.
Yeah, it's easier to spread. That's the other thing. It's not as easy to share a YouTube video and expect other people are going to watch it.
Yeah.
But if you just share a clip or a tweet.
So the other thing that I started doing is adding subtitles to our clips. And I hadn't really thought about it before a few weeks ago. But when I scroll through social media, even like Instagram and stuff, I don't normally have sound on.
Yeah, I'm sure most people are like that as well.
And I mean, if you don't have headphones and you're at the office or in the lunchroom, whatever it is, and you're kind of scrolling through your phone, you probably don't have audio either. So started adding subtitles, and engagement for the clips like doubled or tripled easily.
It was such a small change, but it's kind of really cool to see market results from something like that. Yeah,
so I mean, a lot of these things that we've started doing, we either thought about ourselves, obviously, or, I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube, watching videos and reading up on different things that people suggest you do to help grow outside of like Twitch itself. So I've just kind of been implementing those things, and it's been like, they've been working, I think, anyways.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, we're feeling pretty good about that. It's kind of a struggle, and you know, the long play. We're not expecting to see results and people coming into the stream like, you know, now, but I do think it's working. And I just want people, you know, I want people to enjoy our content, right? That's the whole thing. So it's kind of nice to see people being like, yo, you guys are funny. I mean, I think so. Right. So yeah, no, it feels good.
Yeah. So one last thing, really appreciate it if you guys are watching this. I know this is a long video, and if you're still here, thank you. If you could please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and continuing to engage, drop a comment to continue to engage with our YouTube videos, because I realized, I mean, we should have realized this a long time ago, but that's what really drives people to see your content, is if people engage with it. So if you guys could do us a favor and do that, that'd be fantastic. Love you forever.
Appreciate you. And when's our next one come out? We're not a week late yet, so there won't be a BabexPete Story this week, but there will be one next week. At that point, Genshin will be out, and we'll probably be talking about Genshin. So yeah, have a fantastic day, week, evening, morning, whatever it is, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.